to our YouTube channel. My name is Emmanuel Chukuma.
My name is Akande Jibril.
And I remain Achidoku Sabo.
So we are the validators and we're here to talk about consensus mechanism. We understand that consensus mechanism is a key, it is the bedrock in blockchain generally, and in which that before we talk about consensus mechanism, we need to understand some keywords like the consensus. What is consensus generally? It's all about agreement, a group of people coming together to agree about a particular thing. So then, which leads us to understand what consensus really means in the Ethereum blockchain or in the blockchain system generally, because it is one of the key things in which they adopted. Then, so we understand that consensus generally in blockchain is all about a group of people coming together to agree on a particular goal. There could be different type of disagreements among all of them, because generally it is a decentralized application. But then, which leads us to why we now have the word consensus mechanism. It's all about the consensus mechanism, all generally the method in which they achieve that agreement. So now we'll be talking about different types of consensus mechanisms.
Now we have different types of consensus mechanism, which makes the nodes come into agreement. We have the proof of work, we have the proof of stake, we have the Byzantine, the practical Byzantine fault tolerance. Also, I'll be explaining what proof of work is. Proof of work is a mechanism where miners come together to solve a complex mathematical problem so as to validate a transaction. In this case, this process is known as what? Mining.
Like mining is the process of solving a complex mathematical problem and able to add a block to the blockchain. And the reward for mining is a coin. Proof of stake is actually a consensus mechanism that advances the proof of work. In proof of work, we have miners who solve complex mathematical problems in order for the blocks to be added. But in proof of stake now, miners have now not longer miners, they are called validators, and validators have to show that they have something at stake should in case they act maliciously. So in proof of work, the time duration is based on how long it took to solve the problem. But in proof of stake now, each task is broken into 12 seconds called slots, and we have a combination of 12 slots gives us an epoch, and they are okay, each checkpoint is 32 epoch.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, who is a validator, you ask? In proof of stake, a validator is someone who has put down 32 ETH, and so that he could be able to validate the transaction. So when you stake your 32 ETH, you run 3 clients on your system. You run the execution client, the consensus client, and the validation client. These 3 clients are what makes it possible from when the user signs a transaction and broadcasts on the blockchain to its finality. Finality is when the block passes 2 checkpoints. And so proof of stake hence makes it hard for security breaches, because in order for you to take over the blockchain, you need to have more than 51% of it, and you having 51% of the blockchain, it's like you staking 32 ETH in 51% of the time. Hence, proof of stake is more efficient and has greater security than the rest consensus mechanism. That's why Block of Chain uses it today. So thank you very much. See you next time.
Please subscribe.